past year, we have seen Canada make changes to its immigration pathways and procedures one after the other. From study permit caps, changes to postgraduate work permit eligibility, new field of study requirements, and tighter immigration policies that have left thousands of students wondering if Canada is still worth choosing at the end of the day. But this week, New Brunswick made an announcement that actually did shock me. This wonderful province of mine have extended their immigration pathway that will benefit graduates from certain private colleges. Now, before you start celebrating, there are a few important details the headlines are leaving out. But as somebody that graduated from Eastern College here in New Brunswick, this announcement did catch my attention. So, in today's video, we're going to be covering the Canada's latest immigration changes, the new announcement from New Brunswick, the colleges that are eligible for this pathway, the programs that may qualify for this particular pathway, and what it generally means if you're planning to study here in Canada. So, let's get started. The Canadian immigration rule over the past 2 years, you would understand there has been a lot of modification, a lot of changes that has happened to the Canadian immigration. And in the past 2 years, Canada has introduced these following things. There's been a cap on the new international student permit, changes to the postgraduate work permit eligibility, emphasis on training students in occupations that have high demand, especially where labor shortages exist. The government's overall goal is to better align Canada's immigration with the current housing capacity, the infrastructure, and particularly the labor market needs. But whether you agree or disagree with these things, one thing is very much clear. Every international student needs to be very strategic when applying to school and where to study. But here is the good news. New Brunswick has announced its extension of the private college career pathway. And if you've watched any of my videos linked, you would understand that this pathway has been in existence before, but there was a pause to this particular program. But now the private college that eligible for this particular program still remains Oulton College and Eastern College. This is particularly significant because many people actually did assume that the private college pathway actually disappeared. But no, the government of New Brunswick was refining the program in order to suit the labor market needs here in New Brunswick. But here's the part that many social media posts are actually missing. This pathway is not an automatic guarantee that you're going to be eligible for this program because you graduated from these two colleges. The eligibility highly depends on the course you did in school. If it falls under the occupation that needs shortage of the labor market, the only way that you're going to be qualified to apply for this pathway. According to the province of New Brunswick, this pilot program is directly connected to the occupations that are experiencing labor shortages. These are the elected programs that the government of New Brunswick has created these pilot programs for: healthcare, childcare, and educational support. So, if you're considering participating in this pilot program, do not just assume that because your school is eligible for this pathway, it means that you're going to be automatically eligible because you're studying a particular school. If you're considering studying any of these courses, do not just automatically think that every school you apply to in New Brunswick will offer this pilot program. This is specific to the two private colleges that were selected by the government of New Brunswick. And make sure to verify that the exact program is listed before accepting your admission offer. Like I always say, whatever decision you want to do it now, because immigration policies change every now and then. So make sure you're updated, do what is currently applicable to you. This announcement is important for one reason. It shows that provinces still have the flexibility of designing immigration pathways based on what works for them and what is applicable to them, and also based on their labor market requirements and needs. Instead of treating every province the same way, imagine comparing New Brunswick to Ontario. It doesn't work. It doesn't favor any province like that, especially provinces that are struggling. So what works in Ontario may not necessarily work in New Brunswick. And what qualifies in what province doesn't necessarily qualify in another province. And this is why researching the province where you're going to study is as important as researching the school that you want to. As someone who studied at Eastern College here in Moncton, New Brunswick, I understand why this video may be important to you if you want to come to study at this particular college. While investing thousands of dollars in your education, you naturally want to know whether your studies would help you build a future here. But I think this sends a positive message to students who choose to come to study in colleges or private colleges here in New Brunswick. And especially choosing eligible courses for this pathway is highly important. At the same time, I would also not recommend anybody coming to study a course or choosing a private college because of the eligibility, because immigration rules change every time. It changes every time. And this particular one, it might not be in favor by the time you're done. Anything can happen. So you need to be very sure, make the right decision, think about every possibility. Think about other plans that you can use to settle down if you do want to settle down in New Brunswick, and not specifically relying on this particular pathway. So, if you're planning to study in Canada, here are my few recommendations. First, research the province and not just the school. Confirm whether the program or the course you're coming to study is eligible under any pathway at all. This way it gives you an idea of what to expect, if there are other alternatives that you can use, by not just depending on one pathway alone. I also want you to understand the post-graduation work permit requirements as well. So before you do anything, please make sure you're doing this much research, because it's a lot of work. It's going to cost you a lot of money to come study in Canada. It will also not make any sense for you to lose everything because you did not plan properly at the end of the day. I'll also advise you to follow the government's publications and information rather than relying on social media and videos from people that are not licensed immigration consultants. We've come to the end of the video. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think New Brunswick is one place you would love to study? And if you currently live in New Brunswick, let me hear your thoughts about moving down to New Brunswick as an international student. So, if you particularly found this video to be helpful, please drop a comment, drop a like, share this video. Let this video reach the right person, the people that actually do need videos like this. I drop videos that teach people every week, one step at a time. Thank you for watching this video, and I'm gonna see you next time.